What is going on, you lovely party people? Today we'll be reacting to a video about Pixar fires all woke staff. Excuse me. Admits gay movies suck. I'm kind of curious about this. I don't know. Let's see.
I hope it's true. Yeah.
We're making a movie, not hundreds of millions of dollars of therapy, says
Disney needs its next brand hit.
Next hit franchise. Could Pixar reluctant leader deliver? Let's see. All right. Well, I mean, honestly, unless the company culture changes, you will not see any changes. It's really that simple, you know? You will not. They could say whatever the hell they want, you know? It's not going to change anytime soon. Now, I thought I did hear though that they did get John Lasseter back, or was I just dreaming? I don't know, but yeah, basically, if they get John Lasseter back, I feel like that would be a good step in the right direction. But I don't know.
Pixar's new leader. In one of the hardest lines ever
I did hear that he has his own company though. Yeah, I don't know.
spoken to entertainment publication Variety.
Hold on, sorry. Pete Doctor, Chief
Creative officer at Pixar and director of Monsters Inc. Up and Inside Out, gives his reasoning onto why the studio cut the LGBT storyline from 2025's Elio. Maybe because it's not appropriate. Have you ever thought about that? Like, it doesn't really need a fucking reasoning. Do we really need a reasoning? You know, for taking out some literal gay shit out of a children's book, or I'm sorry, a children's movie? Do we really need reasoning for that? Why is that appropriate for children to hear and or see? You know? It's not that hard.
The Hollywood director and CEO, the man in charge of Pixar, says we are no longer going to be using our brand to make hundreds of millions of dollars of therapy for mentally ill people and niche audiences that lose.
Ain't no way he said that. Did he really say that? Shit.
I mean, maybe Pixar won't become the way they were, you know, back in the late 90s and early 2000s, but you know what? That's a good step in the right direction. But we'll see. Talk is talk, guys. We'll see what the movies.
Hundreds of millions of dollars. That's what he's saying.
By the way, a movie doesn't have to be woke for it to be bad.
Right? So don't fall for this bullshit. You know, they could give you a bunch of, like, you know, unwoke slop, is what I like to say. Like, don't get me wrong. It's absolutely okay to make fun of woke shit. I absolutely agree. 100%. But you know what? Like, let's not act like just because it's not woke, that doesn't mean it can't be bad, you know? Right? So let's just be honest with ourselves.
This is the article from Variety. Disney needs its next hit franchise. Can Pixar's reluctant leader deliver? The Toy Story studio used to print money, but Disney hasn't made an original blockbuster in a decade. The top creative executive admits he's made mistakes.
Yeah, well, it's what happens when you hire like a bunch of low IQ.
Blue-haired feminists instead of, like, actual talented artists. You know? And like a bunch of gay wads who, like, value their stupid identity instead of, like, actual quality movie. Not to mention that it's a bigger problem that they value their stupid identity instead of their job because they're making movies for children. You know? That's a bit of a problem. No one needs to know about your stupid sexuality, bro. No one needs to. And I'm sorry, but putting more straight shit into movies is a lot more appropriate than gay shit. Why? Because straight shit is a lot more natural. That is the natural progress of humans. Sorry, not sorry, but that's how it is. You know, I don't care how you feel about, oh, your boyfriend, or your, like, a dude feels about his boyfriend, or a girl feels about her girlfriend. That will probably last 5 days with the relationship. But yeah, I don't care. I don't care. A child should not know about your stupid relationship. It is inappropriate because you're not normal. Okay? Deal with it.
This is, of course, a very bad trend line for Pixar, where they just keep losing money on the films they are cranking out. And there's been a series of disastrous disappointments, culminating in Elio.
Oh yeah, that stupid hamster movie.
Doser is his name, Peter Doser. And he's pushing Pixar to re-embrace universally relatable concepts like talking toys and monsters in the closet, which made it a juggernaut. He says, as time goes on, I realize my job is to make sure the films...
Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, Pixar used to be so cool. Like,
they had different varieties of movies, you know? First, you had... well, not first, but you know what I mean. They had talking cars with cars, you know? They had Monsters, Inc., with monsters, you know, that had a different world than us, but kind of similar, right? It's pretty interesting. And then they had a story about toys, Toy Story. Oh wow, and like it just views the world in a you know, in a perspective of a toy, you know. And they went on those little wacky adventures that was very fun. Like, dude, Toy Story 2 is still one of the most rewatchable movies to me. Seriously, I love Toy Story 2, bro. Seriously, one of my favorite movies. And it's like, that just shows you the creativity and the drama, you know, that Pixar used to care about putting in their movies. Seriously, like, it's crazy how they made something as like Jessie the cowgirl toy being abandoned sad. That's crazy. How can you make that sad? It's a toy being abandoned, and yet the song, you know, the angles, you know, the build up, everything about it was amazing. Everything. That's how you build shit up, bro. And it's like, but what I'm trying to get at is that Pixar back then used to have so much variety in their franchises, you know? Again, talking toys, talking cars, monsters, fish, right? With Finding Nemo, you know? So many different variety of stories. And now you just have them, oh, here's this wacky kid. Here's these wacky kid brothers. Here's this wacky this, wacky that. Like, it's just a stupid story about a kid. That's it. Or some sort of thing. Like, it's the same concept, basically. But with shittier storytelling. That's all they have. And it's boring. It's really, really boring.
Appeal to everyone, he says, and not to create hundreds of millions of dollars worth of therapy. Whoa. And what an unbelievable line. And of course, backed up by the catastrophic problems inside of the Disney studios. Here's a Christopher Rufo obtained video from Disney's all hands on deck meeting about the Florida Parental Rights Bill. This was in the second year of the Joe Biden administration when wokeness was at its peak and Disney was trying to prove exactly how gay they actually could be. And
family Disney TVA,
straight up admit
the showrunners were super welcoming. Meredith Roberts and like our leadership
in your children's
so
entertainment
welcoming to like my like not at all secret gay agenda. And so like I feel like I felt like it was
Not so secret gay agenda.
To a children's company. To a children's company. You people need to not only get fired, but you need to go to jail. Like, straight up. You need to go to jail. Gay stuff is considered sexual. Okay? I mean, that's literally the point of gay, right? There is sexuality. It's not anything else. It's literally not anything else. So why would you show a child your sexuality as if it's very fucking relevant? See, here's the thing about straight stories, right? They're not called straight stories. They're just called stories because they're natural and they blend in with each other, right? Gay stories always have to have, or a stupid, heavily agendaed movie has to have its stupid agenda plastered everywhere, right? So if you have stupid gay people making stupid gay shit, you're going to get a stupid gay movie, right? Because that's all they are. They really think that their sexuality is that, like, that brave, that amazing. Bitch, you are coming out as gay in a time where no one gives a shit. You know? No one cares about your sexuality. And you're making it as if, like, you're like the homosexual Martin Luther King. Get over yourself, man. Come on.
I mean, like, maybe it was that way in the past, but I guess, like, something must have happened in the last, like they're turning it around, they're going hard. And then all that, like, momentum that I felt, like, that sense of, I don't have to be afraid to, like, let's have these two characters kiss, let's, in the background, like, I was just, wherever I could, just basically adding queerness.
Wherever I could, I was just...
She literally admitted to putting
gay shit on purpose in a kid's movie. Arrest her. Arrest this crazy bitch. Please arrest her.
Basically adding queerness to my Disney products. And how did that go for them exactly? Executives blame Disney's massive Lightyear bomb on LGBT inclusion.
Yeah, if you ask me, those movies did not lose enough money. They really didn't.
Because, of course, this becomes the actual narrative. Your niche boutique issue that is for 1% of the population, right? 1% of the population is gay or trans or whatever. That becomes then suddenly the headline that everybody reads, and they're like, I'm not taking my kids to that. Call me whatever you want. You don't deserve my money. Pixar had to do a lot of soul searching after Lightyear flopped at the box office. It wasn't just Lightyear. Obviously, aggressive advocacy storytelling has caused other massive bombs like Elio, bomb.
Yeah, and I'm happy for like Elio's situation.
Both ends, right? Elio failed, and they took out stupid queer shit in it. Good. You deserve to lose money, really, for that stupid movie, and that stupid concept for the movie. Let's have a. I shit you not, guys. This isn't my concept. This is literally the fucking stupid original creator's concept, right? He wanted to let the movie be an allegory for the child's, the main character, Elio, his sexuality, his gay sexuality to be explored. That was the concept of the movie. I shit you not. It was something like that. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? And this is what we're... Shouldn't this really have jail time behind it? Like, bro. I swear to God, man. I'm done with this. I swear.
It cost $150 million to make this trash. Pixar staffers break down over cuts to trans storyline in kids show. Can't tell you how much I cried.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did have a fucking like
trans character, I think, and like a trans kid, I think. And what the fuck was this stupid thing called? I forgot the name of this stupid show. Really, I did. What the hell was it again? It was like Win or Lose or some I don't know.
So now these staffers at Pixar are weeping because Disney has axed transgender storyline.
Win or Lose, yeah, it was.
Win or Lose series. Nobody ever watched it. Who cares? The storyline goes like this. Here's the story. So the kid is wondering whether to go in the girls' or boys' bathroom. This is the big question. Where do I go into?
If you're born a boy, go to the boys'
bathroom. If you're born a girl and trying to get attention by pretending to be a boy, go to the girls' bathroom. Not hard.
And they decide to go to the bath. Why is this a kid show? Like you really need to do like a whole thing in the kids' bathroom.
Yeah, like not to really mention that like kids have a lot
of other insecurities the more they grow up. Does this shit really need to be on their mind, bro? Like, I'm gonna be serious. Like, they have a lot of insecurities and a lot of questions when they grow up. You know what I mean? I did too, right? Like, we all did. When we were kids and whatever. Does this really need to be on their fucking mind? Is this really appropriate to be in their goddamn mind? Like, this is retarded. This is really, like, poisoning to anybody's mind. Even an adult's, let alone a child's. Like, come on, bro. This is ridiculous.
He belong in the girls' or boys' bathroom. Then creates all this angst for the kid. The kid runs away, screaming and crying, because the kid doesn't know if they belong in the girls' or boys' bathroom. There you go. Give us money. We're Disney. Remarkable here. Apparently that didn't work.
What the fuck? What was this, man? I swear.
You guys all deserve to be fucking fired. This Western shit, like, honestly, you guys deserve to fucking burn. Die and burn. All of you. Like, honestly, you conservatives are not doing enough to tackle these fucking weirdos. And you weirdos should not even have the right to exist in any fucking country. All y'all could talk shit about Islam all you want. And at least Islam takes care of these fucking weirdos.
Not great for them. And now Peter Doser, who's in charge of Pixar, and who's been in charge of like a lot of bangers. Up was a banger. Monsters, Inc., Inside Out, Soul. These are all good Pixar. These are like the sort of the classic Pixar movies. He's out here saying we're not making hundreds of millions of dollars of therapy. He's the chief creative officer. Doser told the Wall Street Journal Pixar must focus on
We'll see how that turns out. We'll see how that turns out.
Stories that appeal to everybody, not a string of unoriginal flops. Of course, you can see that the Elio movie was just destroyed at the box office. As time goes on, I realize my job is to make sure the films appeal to everyone.
Well, no, you shouldn't make it appeal to everyone. You should make it
have a certain demographic in mind. Are you trying to make it for adults but appropriate for children? Are you trying to make it for boys? Are you trying to make it for girls? Like Cars, we could all agree, right? Was a boys thing, because boys love cars and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with girls liking the movie Cars and everything like that. There really isn't. But I'm just saying they had a demographic in mind. They tackled the whole thing. With boys in mind for them to purchase the merchandise for it, and there you go. But they ended up being successes. So yeah, I know I loved fucking Cars. I love the fast red guy. The main character. They knew how to market those cars. When I was a kid, I loved Cars. Ooh, I loved it. Yup, Loved it. Oh, I loved the PS2 game. I loved the McDonald's toy that I got of Lightning McQueen. Bro, you have no idea. You know, like seriously. So that's a smart thing to do. Don't make it for everybody. That makes no sense. Like, what are you gonna do? Oh, the main character of this thing that's for everybody. It's a boy, girl. That really does matter. Okay, you need to make the main character match the demographic that you're going for, right? So Lightning McQueen, obviously, he was played by a straight white guy. Oh, gee, I wonder who that appeals to. Literally, most people, you know, or especially boys, right? Like, oh, there's a male character playing my preferred no, I'm sorry, there's a male person, there's a male playing a character that's franchise is meant for boys. Perfect. You know, well, who's the main character in this girly movie? Oh, a princess or some girl who's trying to find love. There you go. Okay, you're making it for girls. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not hard. It's really not fucking hard.
Pixar boss admits, I probably over-index on do whatever you want, he says. A massive sustained wave of online backlash, and the studio swapped tight universal storytelling for niche, politically charged narratives that left parents reaching for the remote. Fascinating.
What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Like,
I swear, these people do not deserve jobs, straight up. They don't.
No more preachy undertones from the recent flops. And they were like crazy.
like no shit. It took you like how many years to figure that out?
Bro, really? Really?
Flops. Look at this. Elio Catastrophe.
Either these people are dumb as fuck, or they
ran out of BlackRock money.
They had to then cut out of the movie. Everyone's saying that the movie makes no sense. Gay people make gay children's movie about being gay. Nobody wants to watch it. Execs order them to take out the gay parts. The movie suddenly has no substance because the gay writer didn't make a movie about anything other than being gay.
exactly. And then the
retard, the original creator, or the original creator who was forced to take this shit out. He was like, see, like, this is why you should have not taken out the gay stuff. It really made the movie feel empty. No, you made the movie feel empty, you dumb motherfucker. Why'd you make it about a boy being gay? A boy, not man, boy. Fucking retard. Like, oh my god, man. You deserve to get your balls chopped off, bro, for real. You do.
Fucking weirdo.
Pixar staff have released a scathing report on the development. They massively changed because the screening, not a single person raised their hand when asked if they'd pay to see the film.
I swear, if I seen the creator and I had children, I'd beat
the fuck out of him, for real. Why are you trying to expose my child to that shit, bro? I will rip you the fuck apart.
Yeah, the reason your movie sucks is because you removed all the gay stuff. Got it. Doesn't belong in a children's movie. Private company having internal Marxist group is hilarious. They all need to be fired. I think they all will be. I just saw a new Pixar movie.
I hope so. I hope they're all fucking fired. Honestly, I would love to
see them in a box, you know, just sucking off each other for a fucking penny or something. I would love that. Really, I would not love to see it. I'm just saying I would love if that's what they had to resort to, because you are sick, disgusting individuals. Really.
Elio, I was the only one in the theater. Look at this. It showed like a completely empty theater. There were tons of clips like this all around. You see it totally, completely empty.
Good.
Fucking good. And I think the only ticket sales that they got were just people trying to review this fucking movie for their dumbass YouTube career. Really. That's the sad part. Either that or people who are trying to show how empty it is, which is, either way, hilarious.
Theater here. I watched Elio alone in the theater. Wish more people gave the movie a chance. But I got a cool poster while I was sitting by myself. Okay. So he's saying, I'm not going to let,
Oh, so why were there monsters
and stuff like that? Oh, good. Incredibles 3. That's what we needed. Another fuck up in the Incredibles series. Yay. So happy to see that. Yo, get out of here with that nonsense. All right, we don't need Incredibles 3. Incredibles 2 already ruined it. Thank you. You know, the first one is an amazing classic that will never die. But the second one is a pandering piece of shit that like appeals to a bunch of Yas Queen moms. Okay? And it sucked. It was just boring, you know? It was really fucking boring. And then the third one, oh, it's going to be even worse. Because guess what they had to depend on? That little magical 3 at the end. So they're just depending on the fact that it's a sequel. So why are you guys now like making a fucking Incredibles 3. Did you guys know that Incredibles 2 literally came out like in like 2018, right? Or 2019? Why are you now? Why are you making an Incredibles 3 after like 9 years, basically 10 years? Why? Why are you doing that? You know. Anyways, I'm done here. I think Pixar just cooked, right? That's Benny Johnson. 10 out of 10. Bye.